The Malian military government started returning home the historic manuscripts of Timbuktu, which were spirited out of their fabled northern city when it was occupied by al-Qaida-linked militants more than a decade ago. Islamic radicals destroyed more than 4,000 manuscripts, some dating back to the 13th century. After they seized Timbuktu in 2012, and that's according to the findings of a United Nations expert mission. They also destroyed 9 mausoleums and a mosque's door, all but one of the buildings on the UNESCO World Heritage List. Here's a report.
More than a decade after narrowly escaping destruction by Islamist militants, ancient manuscripts finished their journey back to Timbuktu last week, as Mali's military government returned over 200 crates of historical documents to the fabled desert city. The manuscripts, some dating to the 13th century, were hastily evacuated to Mali's capital Bamako in 2013, when al-Qaida-linked militants set fire to the Ahmed Baba Institute, burning thousands of priceless documents. The return of these rescued texts marks a symbolic victory for Malian authorities seeking to assert control over the region, even as security concerns linger.
These manuscripts were, some years ago, forced to leave their ancestral library and seek refuge in Bamako due to the dark hours endured by this region, marked by terrorist occupation and the threat of destruction of our precious heritage.
The documents, weighing approximately 5.5 tons, represent a fraction of Timbuktu's vast literary heritage, much of which was saved by local families and scholars during the 2012-2013 crisis. Their return comes just months after a series of coordinated attacks by the jihadist group Jama'at Nasr al-Islam wal-Muslimin in and around Timbuktu. In June, JNIM launched assaults on multiple military sites, including a suicide car bombing near the airport, killing between 30 and 60 Malian soldiers, according to various reports. About 706 kilometers from Bamako, Timbuktu sits on the edge of the Sahara Desert and has a dry climate. For years, the local municipal and religious authorities have asked for the return of the manuscripts. Mali, along with neighboring Burkina Faso and Niger, has long battled an insurgency by armed militants, including some allied with al-Qaeda and the Islamic State group. Following 2 military coups, the ruling junta expelled French troops and instead turned to Russia for security assistance. Still, 13 years after the occupation of Timbuktu, the security situation in Mali remains precarious, and analysts say it has worsened in recent months. Although the city is back under government control, militants continue attacking its surroundings, including as recently as last month.
If we look at the period from the arrival of the armed forces in 2021 to now, there's been a real change. Before, there were practically daily kidnappings, targeted killings, and carjackings. But now, there's been a real calm. We genuinely feel safer.
The manuscripts, which UNESCO has designated as part of the World Cultural Heritage, cover a myriad subjects, from Islamic theology and jurisprudence, astronomy, medicine, mathematics, history, and geography. They are a testimony to the rich cultural heritage of the Mali and Songhai empires in West Africa.
The most important thing, according to the 1972 convention that governs world heritage, is that a cultural object only has value within its context, within its environment. Therefore, the manuscripts of Timbuktu must be displayed and housed in Timbuktu.
Since August 2023, Timbuktu has been under periodic siege by JNIM, leading to food shortages and displacement of thousands of residents. Despite these challenges, local officials view the manuscript's return as crucial for preserving Timbuktu's heritage. Africa Bureau, WION World is One.